This is an excerpt from the second memoir piece in my new collection, Remembering Richard and Other Tales of Unease. That summer excerpt. One day, we took the ferry to Makoia Island in the middle of Lake Rotorua. We lay in the hot pool where Hinemoa rested after her epic swim across the lake to join her lover Tutanikai, he of the amazingly tuneful wooden flute. Moved as we were to be in such a legendary spot, we were even more moved to discover a Coke machine nearby, containing ice-cold fizzy nectar to counteract the effects of the hot day. It was while holding a bottle of refreshing Coke and running across wet rocks on the side of Hinemoa's pool that I slipped and fell, cutting my hand badly. I stared in shocked disbelief as the blood welled to the surface and began to flow, then screamed for my mother, who came running. She bandaged my hand as best she could and sat with me for the rest of the afternoon on the grass beside the pool. When we arrived back in town, she took me to the local hospital. There, my hand was cleaned, stitched, and bandaged again. I was told to stay out of the water for the rest of the holidays or run the risk of infection. I loved to swim, as I said, and begged repeatedly to be allowed to do so. But it was not until we were at a holiday house owned by friends of my mother on the shore of Lake Rotuiti one very hot day that my mother finally said yes. She covered my bandaged hand with a plastic bag tied at the wrist, and I dog-paddled happily round the lake all afternoon with my hand raised protectively, or so I thought, like a periscope above the water. Within the next few days, it became evident the hand was infected. By this time we'd moved to my uncle's farm at nearby Whakatane. I was put to bed in the sunroom of the house with a sore hand and a high temperature. The local doctor came and gave me injections, throwing the hypodermic like a dart into my bum. I lay there reading my way enthralled through the collected stories of Sherlock Holmes for the rest of the holidays. During this time, my father turned up, completely unexpectedly, and gave my mother the one and only driving lesson of her life. She ran off the road, they exchanged words, and she never drove again. Back in Auckland, when the bandages came off, it was obvious there was a problem with the index finger. It wouldn't bend.